Hello everybody, in today's video I'm going to be reacting to Remnant 777. Now, I know at the beginning you just saw my face staring, but I'm doing a special new way of recording where it's like you don't see my hands touch the camera, and also I wanted to make a reaction video. I don't normally make reaction videos. I'm not a reaction channel. I'm really just a guy who likes to talk about religion, sports, and politics, and also I do like to talk about other topics such as video gaming. But, in today's video is a special exception, and that special exception is Remnant 777, and he posted a video called, I think it was called "Why I Hate Atheists Debate Me Bros." Something like that. So yeah, I'm just going to make a reaction to the video, and you're gonna see like my face a lot closer, obviously, but as I react to it. But I just wanted to fill in. I'm not trying to hate on this guy or anything. So anything I agree or disagree on, or have neutral thoughts on, or don't comment on, that's up to you. Yeah, I'll provide a link to the original video if you're interested in seeing just the actual video itself. So yeah, long story short, before I actually get to reacting to the video, just for context, I am a religious and spiritual atheist, meaning I have beliefs that are considered spiritual, because I believe in a soul and stuff like that. But I'm also religious because a lot of the things I do, like donate to charity, or think my good days, things like that. But I'm also an atheist, so I don't believe in any god or gods, at least not personally. If there is, I don't know. I can't say. I'm not necessarily the person for that. But anyway, yeah, let's get reacting to this Remnant 777 video. And again, I will try to provide a link if I can to the original video. As you can see, I got the video here. And yeah, let's get started. Disclaimer. This YouTube video is... Let's go back. Disclaimer, this video is enlisted solely for commentary, criticism, and desperation only. I do not encourage harassment or triggering of any kind in the traditional sense of motivation. Do not contact rage with video. Anyone in the video. Situation 107 of Copyright Act of 1976, which allows the use of fair copyright meant for purpose of such as criticism. Okay. Weird thing to add in the beginning of the video. Now you're basically asking for whoever you dislike to probably go out and criticize you. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to harass this guy or anything. But, like, if you title the video with a disclaimer, it can cause problems. So, yeah, just letting you know if you do that. Anyway, yeah, let's react to the video.
Have you ever been scrolling online, just enjoying your daily dose of brain rot, memes, until finally you run into them, the Debate Me Bros. Like there are literally random dudes on the screen saying, God is not good, he is evil, but God also doesn't exist. And if you voted for Trump, you are a horrible human being, despite them not believing truth even exists.
Truth exists. Are you gonna deny truth exists?
That is...
Okay. This is getting strange. Even if you're like a Trump voter, it is a bit strange that they bring up right wing as if all Christians are just, oh yeah, they're just all Trump voters. Bro. Oh yeah, let's just say all the Muslims are for Democrats. Yeah, let's say that for sure. If they did that about Muslims, oh yeah, they would get thrown out. But Christians, oh no. They're just right wingers. Yeah. Sorry. Let's just keep reacting.
A deeper philosophical debate.
Pulse Leno, are you a Bible-believing Christian?
Indeed.
What do you got for me, Oswald?
Atheism cannot prove logic exists, therefore an atheist.
Oh, fuck off. What an idiot. I have words that mean nothing. Goodbye, Oswald. Have yourself a wonderful night.
They have the most obvious rage bait prompts right there for people to call in, which is pretty funny because if you look back, Anti-Theists and Debate Me Bros, they've been some of the first people online to ever engage in rage bait. Like, imagine showing up to debate ethics while you're—
I think that's probably where the term got popularized from. I don't know if they originated that term or if that's where it comes from, but they most likely did popularize it, or at least just were the late pioneers to, I guess. I don't know, but let's just keep going.
Your opponent is literally dressed up as Satan. They're trying to rage bait the Christians into getting angry at them so they can call them—
Dressing up as Satan, bro. Dude, yeah, that would anger a lot of Christians, but I think they're kind of aware that, oh yeah, he's just doing it to like rage bait me, or he's just doing that because he's a weirdo, or he's just doing that because he thinks it's Halloween or something. Yeah, I don't know why they're going so 2006. I don't know why. Like, they're so 2006, 2008, you know, with the whole, oh, dressing up as Satan thing. I don't know how to explain it. It's just so 2000s to me, you know? I don't know. Anyway, let's just keep going.
fragile snowflakes. Which is funny, but that's so 2008. You gotta evolve. Yes, I have everything set. I have the demon horns and the pentagrams in the background. This'll totally trigger that Christian. What a sensitive snowflake he'll be. No! Only I'm allowed to dress up as the bad guys. Don't you know how offensive—
Oh, yeah. But when I do the bad thing, do the crazy bad guy thing. Yeah, it's good, moral, and I'm just showing truth. My truth. Yeah, I'm going to manifest. I'm destined to manifest. I'm manifesting. That's what I imagine what they're probably like in real life. But this is a very exaggerated situation. But yeah, let's keep going. But when the other guy does it, nah. He's the true evil one. He's the one who overreacts to me. He should be the one breaking down. He shouldn't be dressing up like that. How dare you? Okay. But we're just using your rules, bro. Like, oh no. But anyway, let's just keep going.
My heart's fine.
I'm only 40. Ignore your own health risks. There's no way.
I'm gonna say this. I don't like ads. It's really annoying. I really wish I had YouTube Premium, but I don't. Anyway, let's keep going.
Which is funny because these smug anti-theist debate me bros, they like to view themselves as these really edgy people.
Yeah.
They're so punk, man. They're not being controlled by the social norms and moral taboos of today. They're beyond that. But again, that was like 20 years ago. If you're really that edgy and in favor of breaking these moral taboos,
then why don't we just say the N-word?
that's what I thought, retard. You're just a poser. These people aren't what they pretend to be. You aren't edgy. In 2026, you're the very pearl clutcher you're pretending to fight? Who here is getting offended over a single word?
I mean, he's right about
and
that,
that's
though.
the core problem I have
Right.
with these people. Their perception of themselves has nothing to do with what they are in reality.
Yeah.
And I don't have problems with atheists. Like, a lot of atheists are pretty chill. It's these mid-witted, pseudo-intellectual debate me bro atheists. And what I mean by debate me bro, to be very specific, is that we have this type of person that views the people they disagree with as unintelligent, uneducated, and illogical.
Dude, I disagree with Christians, and even I don't do that, okay? Like, there are some people who are Christians that are just really, really smart. You know, like, I don't know shit about fucking plumbing or freaking how, say, how solar works, or how the system of, say, the economic game. But there are a lot of Christians who do, so they're not stupid, okay? They might have strange beliefs, sure, but religion doesn't necessarily make somebody stupid. It's usually the person that's the stupid one, you know? Like they do the stupid stuff, or they just never learn because, oh, how dare I be smart? I don't know. But anyway, let's just keep going.
You see, Chad, I'm just an atheist because that's the logical position to hold. Oh, God bless you. Excuse me, what did you say? Do you have any evidence that God blessed me there?
He dared say the thing. He said the deadly thing. We gotta debate him.
Debate me, bros. Theist or not.
Get the FNAF jump scare. Sorry, I'm just laughing to this. This is just so funny to me.
Are just insufferable people. But what's so funny is they like to claim that they're holding the logical position.
Yeah.
That they're guided by reason and logic, not simply emotion like everybody else who disagrees with them. Clearly, this is a sign of higher intelligence to them. Yet, if you ever interact with these people, you know, it doesn't make any sense. Logic, reason, and intelligence. These are traits that are universally useful and applicable in life. Yet, for some reason, this extremely intelligent debate me bro tends to be a loser. I mean, the common archetype of the debate me bro is this guy who doesn't take care of his appearance, smells really bad, and is just an unlikable loser. If you're truly intelligent, why don't you leverage that to making your own life better and getting the things you want? There are so many debate me bro channels out there, especially the atheistic kind. They view themselves as logical, reasonable, and intelligent.
Yeah.
Yet you can't utilize that intelligence to grow your channel or post good videos? I mean, even the bigger ones that people know are just relics of a past time that people don't tune into anymore. Yet again, if you were truly intelligent and logical, you'd be able to figure out after 1,000 videos why nobody's watching you despite you continuing to post. Come on, aren't you smart and logical? Find that pattern. Why don't you leverage your so-called intelligence for literally anything else in life other than trying to win and look good in debates? For the people who claim to be so smart and logical, they really fail to adapt or evolve in the real world.
Yeah.
Which makes a lot of sense with the data out there. Because when you compare atheists and theists, it shows that atheists have a lower self-reported bias and dogmatism, yet display higher amounts of it when they're tested. As for IQ, I'll get to
Yeah, that's true. That statistic is not exactly false. It's kind of known that there are people who are like, they need more religion than, you know, the religious people do. I don't know how to explain it, but some people do. I'm not saying you're one of those people if you're watching this video, but like, yeah, like, come on. Anyway, let's keep going.
that because I know that's going to be one of the number one objections atheists have to this video. I mean, there are channels out there for the sole purpose of farming response videos to Christians, and they even do it to people like 90-year-old grandmas. Look at this old woman and how she doesn't know what she's talking about.
Old lady, let's go, granny, let's go.
So why wouldn't they make a response video to me? Like, there's something unironically wrong with these anti-theists. They have a serious problem. They have a compulsion to try and prove everybody and everything they disagree with wrong. Look at this channel. This channel is a perfect case study for what I'm talking about.
If you don't know what an anti-theist means, I think by his definition, it basically just means somebody who like really hates religion or is like anti-religion, not necessarily somebody who's atheist, but it can be, I guess. I'm not completely sure, but it is a common word. So do your Google search if you don't know what that word means. Anyway, let's keep going.
Here, Pondering Points has 3 videos made. Each one has thousands of views. 51,000, 99,000, 179,000. Absolutely phenomenal. I'd be happy with those views myself. And I'm like 70 times bigger than this guy. But when you look at the titles, who do you think's gonna be watching these videos? Look at this. Argument against atheism. Atheism debunked. I mean, if you click on that video, it's got 600 likes and 4,000 dislikes and an astronomical 3,456 comments. I mean, that's like 1 comment per dislike. My goodness,
Dang.
this guy single-handedly summoned every anti-theist on the fucking internet to shit on his videos. I'm telling you, there's something inside of these people driving them to click on every video they see.
Oh yeah, I just gotta hate on the Christians. I just gotta hate on the Christians. Not the Jews, the Muslims, but anything that supports Christianity. Anything that seems Christian. Yeah, Christian, bro, sure. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about how we also hate the Buddhists and Taoists and Hindus. No, let's focus on the Christians, bro. It's definitely their fault. But the Muslims and the Jews, no. But we do criticize them as well. You know, that's basically what they are. You know, anyway, let's keep going.
And to leave a dislike, and to write a whole book-long essay trying to dismantle what they said. This is not normal or healthy behavior, people. All the chill atheists I know, when I talk to them, this is what they gotta say. Yeah, I don't really believe in God. I just do whatever I want. I don't really know what's out there. I haven't had an experience with anything. I don't see any evidence, so I just don't believe in it. That's it. That's all they say.
Yeah.
Like, if that's you, which is probably most atheists out there, you're a functioning normal human being, and this video's not talking about you. But these anti-theists, though, all they ever do in life is literally just hate watch these theists. It's like the funniest thing I've seen. These people, at the end of the day, if you think about it, they're just a shadow of God and Christianity. They don't have a real direction or initiative in life. All they ever do is just react to and hate against these people. That's it. It's insane. And that's how I know I'm gonna get a lot of responses.
Basically, if you don't get rid of your extremists and radicals within your group, you will be defined by them. Okay? Christianity had this for centuries and didn't go so well. But I think atheists are starting to experience that for the first time. At least if you're talking about officially or publicly. But like, dang, bro. These people do be getting annoying, you know? Like, they get so angry over this kind of stuff. But as they say, the 3 no-nos of the world. Religion, politics, and sex, okay? That's just what it is. But to be fair, I'm more on the chill side of atheism. But I do have that religious and spiritual side to it, so there's that as well. Anyway, let's keep going.
To this video, especially in the comments as well. Just go down and read them, it's a fun time. And one thing they will consistently say is, actually, random studies show strong evidence that atheists are actually smarter and bigger brained, so your entire video is wrong. Here's the truth. There's obviously a correlation with that small difference in IQ between atheists and theists. It's pretty small when you look at it. However, the reason for that is very likely due to the fact that a lot of these countries where these studies take place in have very religious populations in general. And you know, with everything that goes...
Sometimes the religious person is the smarter one than the atheist. Okay? There are a lot of countries like that. And it's not like they're trying to hide the smartness. It's just the way it is. You know? It doesn't matter if they're religious or not. A smart person is a smart person. That's just how it is. Let's keep going.
goes mainstream, you get more and more stupid people filling it up. I fully admit that and acknowledge it to be true. I'm with you on that. My personal opinion was atheism was cooler when it was much more niche. But now that it's becoming mainstream, the same thing that happened to My Hero Academia is happening to atheism. It's now filling up with tons of gay and dumb people with daddy issues.
Because of the population size of each group,
So, are you saying when people were more Christian, you had a bunch of gay people with daddy issues? Is that what you're implying? With the whole, the fandom stuff? Not gonna lie, that does sound like other religions as well. But I guess that's just what happens when you get mainstream enough in the sense of like online, I guess. Anyway, let's just keep going.
there are many more believers who are smarter than a lot of atheists.
Yeah.
And even smarter than all atheists. This research can only tell us which group is on average more intelligent. The difference in IQ is not practically noticeable. This means that apart from looking at
Remember what I said way earlier in the video? That sometimes religious people are the smarter ones? You know, where I said that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. You know, with the plumber and the electrician, the what was it? The sun electricity. Whatever.
IQ scores, you cannot tell through social interaction whether or not an atheist or believer is more intelligent. Third, we also must note because of how small the population of atheists is compared to believers, there is a greater number of religious individuals with high IQ than there are atheists with high IQ. Additional research has found little evidence that primed analytical thought decreases religiosity. In fact, in some cases, it increases one's intrinsic religiosity. Given all these facts, there is good reason to doubt that religion.
Yeah. Some people who get more religious actually get smart, like they'll get really smart, but it depends on the religion and it depends on the person and it depends on how religious they get, you know, and if they've been in other religions, etc., etc., etc. You know, there's a whole bunch of other things, including language, you know, and gender and whatever, and sex you want to put, whatever thing you want to put there, it's there. But yeah, religion does sometimes make people smarter when they become more religious. Anyway, let's keep going with the video.
Religion makes people less intelligent, or that gaining intelligence means you reject religion. When it comes to the argument that this research means religion makes you less intelligent, this can easily be demonstrated to be confusing correlation with causation. A more likely...
Again, regardless if you're religious or not, smart people will be smart regardless.
The explanation is that a religious ideology is often the dominant view among the consensus of a population, and therefore requires less intelligence from the average person to hold to their religious beliefs. In other words, when one's worldview is rarely challenged by the people around them, one can become complacent with their beliefs and require less intelligence to hold to them. Interestingly enough, a study from 2016 demonstrated the average need for cognition is lower when one holds to the most prominent religion of a society. When your beliefs are more readily accepted by most members of a society,
another ad. Another fucking ad.
You can ask me
Always
anything.
piss me off.
are more readily accepted by most members of a society, there is less of a need to develop one's critical intelligence to justify your beliefs. Furthermore, this study did not find that when religious individuals were primed with analytical thinking, religion declined. Additionally, further support for this can be found in a cross-cultural analysis, which found that the correlation between analytical thinking and atheism was fickle and varied from country to country. The UK actually shows moderate evidence of a sign reversal, whereby analytic thinkers were mildly more religious.
The notion that being more religious makes you stupid, or being stupid makes you more religious, is absolutely...
It's true, because a lot of the smartest people are generally religious. Not always, but generally. And also, it, like, depending, again, on the religion, it can also make you very, like, literate and know how to read and stuff like that. Anyway, yeah. I'm wasting a lot of time on a 12-minute video. Anyway, let's keep going.
The unsubstantiated. The only people who really push that idea are edgy atheists with daddy issues, probably raised by Protestant or Catholic parents. But buddy, you aren't exceptionally different in any way other than being a narcissistic, angry... that is still holding on to and being controlled by religion. Because if everything you do is in reaction to or opposition to us, guess what that means? Who's really in control here? If I do something and it guarantees a reaction, like tons of people making reaction videos, or leaving very long, angry comments, who's really in control here? It's not the angry anti-theist. And I don't mean to say this like in an edgy, weird way, like, who's actually the big brain here? No. It's just human nature and how people are, which again makes anti-theists merely a shadow to theists, nothing more. Because again, normal atheists who just live their lives and do whatever they want, they don't care about us.
Yeah.
They are free agents. They just do whatever they want. They're living up life.
Yeah,
Not
me.
you though. Think about that. As for what's actually going on, I'll tell you what I think. When it comes to these anti-theist debate me bros, they tend to view themselves as more logical, reasonable, and intelligent. But I don't see any evidence to suggest those things, especially when you look at their personal lives. They aren't happy individuals. They aren't getting the things they want in life, especially with these channels that aren't flourishing or working out well. If you were smart, you'd be able to figure out how to get more views after posting for 2 decades. I don't see any evidence to suggest they're above average intelligence. Unless there are different types of IQ I don't really understand. I know there's verbal IQ, spatial IQ, but maybe there's debate me bro IQ, which is entirely one-dimensional and doesn't help in any other areas in life. Which again points to the idea that they're not more intelligent, logical, or reasonable. From what I can see, all they're doing at the end of the day is simply rationalizing their beliefs after they get to it. They come to their position, and then they try and rationalize and explain why it's true, rather than using that reason and logic, that high IQ they supposedly have, to arrive at their opinion. Everything they have is simply being utilized to defend their beliefs and attack those that they disagree with, which makes them not that much different from anybody else. That's how most people are. Right-wing, left-wing, atheist.
It basically makes them no different than anybody else that they criticize. It makes them no difference than the angry Baptist yelling at his atheist daughter. Okay? It doesn't change shit. You're just the atheist version of that. Of just, angry because you disagreed. That kind of person, rather than actually going, hey, I disagree with this, but you can do what you want, so as long as it doesn't make you evil, if you want to call it that, I guess. Anyway, let's keep going.
Or theistic, most people operate and live that way. But the more you deny it, the more detrimental it will be in your life. And that's the end of this video. It's a bit more mean and aggressive, but I thought it was a fun video that should be made. It's been a pet peeve of mine for a while. And a special thanks to everybody who's supporting me on Patreon. Thank you so much. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, I hope you have a good one.
Yep. Thanks. Yeah, so, that's the end of the video. And all I gotta really say to that is, based Christian. Right? Based. Yeah, hello. I thought that video was pretty good. Thought it was pretty great. Man, oh man, oh man. I tell you. It is strange that your average Christian would be making this kind of video. But he did. He did. Shout out to Remnant777. I don't do Patreon bullshit, but, or YouTube membership. But you know what I do? I do sometimes, not all the times, make reaction videos. But in today's video, I was reviewing Remnant 777, and I'm tilting around the chair, and I don't know why. But my whole makeup of the thing is, it's a good video. It's worth a watch. If I can provide a link to the original video, I will. I don't know what I'll title this video. But I'll probably do something like similar to the original that I reacted to. But yeah, there are some things about Debate Me Bros one, they're annoying. Two, they would have worked in 2006 rather than 2026. And they're very strange and odd and just weird in general. And like, they get strange. And I used to think it was like exclusively atheists that did this kind of stuff. But there are Christians who do it. There are Muslims who do it. There are Hindus and Buddhists who do it. There are Taoists who do it. Okay, there are even fucking Jews and Norse pagans and, you know, Celtic and Wiccan people who do this too. As well as eclectic and agnostic individuals and, you know, a lot of crazy people. And those Baptists, as they say, any non-denominational church in the United States is just a Baptist church with identity issues. But that's beyond the point. Yeah, they're just annoying. They are just annoying. Okay? I have no way else to phrase it. Alright? It's so hard to comprehend it all. You know, there's so many things I could have said in that video. There are so many I could have said to that video that I was reacting to. But, you know, I don't really think I would want to get demonetized, since this is the only platform I post my content on. And I don't use memberships, so YouTube is not gonna probably not be nice to it. But this is a longer video, so there's that as well. A lot longer. This is probably like 30 plus minutes long for something that's 12 minutes, you know? But yeah, it's just why? Why? After all of that, just why? You know? Like, it really starts to get in your head. You know what I mean? Like, where does this ideology come from? I get that there was New Age atheism, like, in the 2000s. Like, that kind of movement. But where do the Debate Me Bros originate from? Like, pre-2000s. Like, where does it come from? Some people say it comes all the way back to the 1970s, but I don't know. It could be even later, I'm not sure. But debates have been a thing for a long, long time. So, it's not really a guarantee. But yeah, again, the channel was Remnant777. I'm going to link the, if I can, specific video that I watched. He is a Christian, if you didn't see the obvious. Remnant777 is a Christian. But, like, it's so hard to make these kind of videos, specifically reaction videos, because I'm not used to making this type of content. You know? I mean, don't get me wrong, it's kind of easy in the sense that I'm just reacting to content. But I don't know, man. It's really out there. Yeah, like, you'd be surprised on how much they turn against you when you just act normal to them. You know, they expect you to, like, either one of two ways, either just leave or just be like, you know, like in a way where they can look like the superior person. It's just so retarded. It's just so stupid. You know, like, it makes me ashamed to be an atheist. Like, that's... It just sucks, is what I'm saying. You know, maybe I should convert to a religion, but that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is that these Debate Me bros, they stain the reputation of debates in general, where it's more about winning the debate rather than who's actually true or who's, you know, actually giving a debate. You know? Because if you look at the debates they used to do 20 years ago, it was an actual debate, somewhat. Whereas now it's just the same old rage bait over and over and over and over and over and again in a new format. By new, I mean like, oh, I'm going to dress up as fucking Satan and say, oh yeah, all Christians are evil, you know? Like, it's surprising how when it comes to Muslims or Jews, oh, no, it's their religion. You shouldn't be prejudiced like that. But when it comes to Christians, or when it comes to basically anything resembling Christian or any religions that are similar to that, they're just so prejudiced. They're just so fucking prejudiced. And I'm not even a Christian, and I acknowledge this. Same thing with like, just like whole political thing. Like, there's no way that they can talk about religion without somehow making it political, because there's so much of their time that they just cannot handle the fact that there are people who thought differently back then. Because for them, imagining the past is just as hard as imagining the future. You know, the distant past is just as foreign as the distant future for these kind of people. And it's just so fucking horrible. I don't know what else to do, man. But hey, religion or not, I at least thank you for watching the video, even if you disagree completely. Alright? I'm not here to harass anybody. I'm not here to jiggle the boobs, you could say. Or do the I'm superior. I am superior to you. Kind of thing. No, that's not what I'm here to do. What I'm here to do is just simply react to a video I thought was good. Anyway, what did you think? After all that's said and done, I can only convince you, that guy can only convince you, these guys, these debate bros can only convince you for so long. If there is a God, or gods, they can only convince you for so long. It's really up to you if you believe in it. You do or don't have an opinion or do have an opinion. You know? Comment, no comment. Neutral, maybe. Whatever the case, or something unrelated. Anyway, I'm going to end this video. And, yeah, thank you for watching. And just remember, stay ugly.